What if I told you there's an organ inside of you right now that weighs about 3 pounds, is the size of a football, and works harder than any supercomputer on Earth? It's juggling over 500 critical tasks at once, many so complex we're still just scratching the surface of how they work. This organ is your silent powerhouse, your master chemist, and your personal bodyguard, all rolled into one. It's your liver. Every single day, it works in total obscurity to keep you alive and healthy, pulling off miracles without you ever feeling a thing. It's the unsung hero of your body, tirelessly managing everything from the energy in your cells to the clarity of your thoughts. But this silent hero is facing a constant modern-day threat. Our world, filled with processed foods, hidden sugars, and sit-on-the-couch lifestyles, is waging a quiet war against it. And because the liver is so tough and resilient, it often suffers in silence, showing no signs of trouble until the damage is severe, and sometimes irreversible. Most of us have no idea which of our daily habits are pushing this vital organ to its breaking point. We worry about our hearts, our lungs, our weight, but we rarely give a second thought to the one organ that holds up the health of all the others. The truth is, the health of your liver pretty much dictates the health of your entire body. Get this, your liver can literally regrow itself. If a surgeon were to remove over 2/3 of it, it could regenerate back to its full size in just a few weeks. But that's not even its most incredible trick. What if I told you this regenerative marvel is also a multitasking genius, a frontline soldier for your immune system, and a secret guardian of your brain? And what if I told you that despite all its superpowers, it could be secretly failing right now because of a food you probably eat every single day? We're about to uncover the shocking truths about your body's most underappreciated organ. These are the 5 jaw-dropping facts about your liver you need to know. All right, fact number 1 is about sheer scale. We tend to think of the liver as just a filter, like a simple sponge for alcohol and toxins. But that's like calling the internet a fancy calculator. In reality, your liver is performing over 500 vital functions simultaneously. It's the busiest organ in your body, and its to-do list is practically endless. First off, it's your body's main metabolic engine. Every time you eat, your liver gets to work, processing carbs, fats, and proteins. It turns carbs into glucose for instant energy and smartly saves the leftovers as glycogen for later, kind of like managing your body's energy budget. It makes sure your brain and muscles have the fuel they need, right when they need it. The liver is also a master hormone regulator. It clears out excess hormones to maintain that delicate balance that affects your mood, energy, and more. It even produces cholesterol, which gets a bad rap, but is essential for making hormones and healthy cells. Plus, it's a factory for essential proteins. Your liver makes most of the proteins in your blood, including ones that transport vitamins and others that create clots to stop you from bleeding too much from a paper cut. And it produces about 1 liter of bile every day, a critical fluid that lets your body break down fats and absorb vitamins A, D, E, and K. Without bile, your digestion would just grind to a halt. And yes, it's a world-class detoxifier. It converts highly toxic stuff, like ammonia from protein breakdown, into a harmless substance called urea that your kidneys can safely get rid of. Without that constant cleanup, ammonia would build up and cause serious damage to your brain. From managing energy to neutralizing poisons, your liver is the ultimate multitasker that never, ever clocks out. The second fact sounds like it's straight out of a comic book. Your liver is the only internal organ that can truly regenerate. It has an almost superhuman ability to regrow and repair itself, a feature that has fascinated scientists for centuries. If part of your liver is removed or damaged, the healthy tissue left behind can grow back to its original size and strength. And we're not talking about a little patch-up job. This is large-scale reconstruction. Surgeons can remove up to 70% of a patient's liver, and within weeks, it can grow back to its full, functioning size. This incredible power is what makes living donor liver transplants possible. A healthy person can donate a piece of their liver, and both their remaining part and the recipient's new part will grow into complete, fully working organs. So how does it pull this off? When the liver senses it has lost mass, its mature cells, called hepatocytes, snap into action. They start dividing and multiplying, driven by a complex mix of growth signals. It's like a perfectly choreographed cellular construction project. But this superpower has its limits. Think of it like an elastic band. You can stretch it again and again, but if you repeatedly damage it without giving it time to heal, it'll eventually lose its stretch and snap. Chronic, relentless damage from things like too much alcohol, a poor diet, or viruses can overwhelm the liver's ability to regenerate. Instead of healthy new cells, the liver starts to form useless scar tissue, a process called fibrosis. Over time, this can lead to cirrhosis, where the liver becomes hard and shrunken and ultimately fails. And that brings us to a really scary truth. Liver disease is shockingly common, and most of the time, it's completely silent. Your liver can be in serious trouble, losing function every day, and you might not feel a single thing. That's because the liver itself has no nerve endings. It doesn't send out pain signals until it gets so swollen that it starts pressing on other organs. This is why liver disease is often called a silent killer. The most common of these silent diseases is non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, or NAFLD. That's when excess fat builds up in your liver, not from alcohol, but mainly from your diet and lifestyle. The statistics are staggering. NAFLD affects an estimated 20 to 30% of people in Western countries, and it's exploding right alongside obesity and type 2 diabetes. Some projections are truly startling, estimating that by 2040, a huge number of adults could have it. It's quickly becoming the #1 cause of chronic liver disease worldwide, yet most people who have it don't even know it. The disease creeps up in stages. It starts as a simple fatty liver, which is often harmless. But for many, it progresses to NASH, where the fat is joined by inflammation and liver cell damage. That inflammation is what triggers the scarring, or fibrosis. As more scar tissue replaces healthy liver tissue, it can lead to cirrhosis, liver failure, or even liver cancer. By the time symptoms finally show up, the disease is often advanced. The warning signs can be vague at first, like feeling tired all the time or a dull ache in your upper right belly. As liver failure gets closer, the symptoms become impossible to ignore. Jaundice, yellow skin and eyes, dark urine, a swollen belly from fluid buildup, and mental confusion as toxins build up in the blood. The silence of early-stage liver disease makes awareness and prevention absolutely critical. You can't wait for symptoms to show up before you start taking care of your liver. The good news? In many cases, especially in the early stages, liver damage is reversible. Making better choices about what you eat and how you live can protect this vital organ and even help it heal. If you're finding this valuable and want to learn more about protecting your body's unsung heroes, take a second to subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way, you won't miss future videos that break down complex health topics into simple, actionable steps. You already know that too much alcohol is your liver's public enemy #1. But this next fact uncovers the dangers hiding in plain sight, in your pantry, and on your dinner plate. Some of the biggest threats to your liver are everyday foods you'd probably never suspect. The #1 culprit that isn't alcohol is sugar, specifically a type called fructose. While nearly every cell in your body can use glucose for energy, fructose is processed almost entirely by the liver. When you eat too much of it, especially from high fructose corn syrup and sodas, sweets, and processed foods, you completely overwhelm your liver. Unable to handle the flood, the liver does the only thing it can. It turns that fructose into fat. This process leads directly to the fat buildup that causes NAFLD. Some studies suggest that eating too much sugar can be as damaging to the liver as alcohol, even if you aren't overweight. A can of soda is a huge fructose bomb for your liver. But it's not just sugar. Processed foods in general are loaded with unhealthy fats, refined carbs, and chemical additives that all strain the liver. Even some healthy things can be harmful. For example, certain herbal supplements can be toxic to the liver. The herb kava kava, sometimes used for anxiety, has been shown to cause severe liver damage in some people. It's a powerful reminder that natural doesn't always mean safe, and you should always talk to a doctor before starting a new supplement. Your lifestyle matters too. Being sedentary makes things worse, while physical activity helps your body use energy better and reduces liver fat. Protecting your liver goes way beyond just watching your alcohol intake. It means taking a hard look at everything you consume. For our final fact, let's talk about how your liver is basically your personal bodyguard. We've talked about it being a filter, but its defensive skills go way deeper, making it a cornerstone of your immune system and a silent guardian of your brain. Your liver is a critical frontline immune organ. It contains the largest collection of specialized immune cells in your whole body, called Kupffer cells, which are designed to hunt down and destroy foreign invaders. All the blood leaving your gut has to pass through the liver first. This gives the liver first dibs on screening for bad guys. It acts like a vigilant bouncer, catching and eliminating bacteria, viruses, and toxins that slipped in through your digestive system. This protective role is directly connected to your brain's health. By constantly cleaning your blood, the liver prevents harmful junk from reaching your brain. We mentioned hepatic encephalopathy earlier, the confusion and brain fog that happens when a failing liver can no longer clear toxins like ammonia. That condition is a stark reminder of the liver-brain connection. A healthy liver means a clean blood supply for your brain, which means clearer thinking and a more stable mood. Basically, your liver has to perform a delicate balancing act. It has to be aggressive enough to destroy real threats, but tolerant enough not to attack harmless stuff, like proteins from the food you eat. A healthy liver helps maintain total immune harmony, protecting your body and mind from both internal and external threats. There's no doubt about it, your liver is one of the most incredible organs in your body. It's a tireless factory, a brilliant chemist, a fierce defender, and a master of regeneration. From juggling 500 different jobs to guarding your brain, its contribution to your daily life is massive. But as we've learned, this silent hero is vulnerable. The modern-day assault from hidden sugars, processed foods, and our lifestyles can overwhelm its ability to heal, leading to silent and serious disease. The rise of NAFLD is a wake-up call that we can't afford to take our liver for granted anymore. The power to protect it, though, is in our hands. Now that you know how it works and what it's up against, you can make choices that support it. Cutting back on added sugar, eating more whole foods, staying active, and being smart about alcohol and supplements aren't just recommendations. They are powerful acts of self-care.